Bharuka, the MD at Kansai Nerolac, joining in on the phone line. Mr. Bharuka, thanks so much for joining in person actually. Double-digit growth continues for you. Tell us what's been the volume growth for you in the quarter gone by?
So volume growth also has been double-digit growth. So it is about 17%. And for us, actually, decorative has done well, and industrial, of course, you can see slowdown. I think anchor after anchor, people have been talking about slowdown in industrial, and which was what reflected in our number as well when it comes to industrial.
Okay. What about the festive season? How has that been for you? And are you really seeing demand pick up for new products?
The festive season was very good actually. If you look at our decorative number and Q3 number where the festive season has fallen, and it is more than 20% growth, so it indicates the festive season went very well. Demand is also very good, except only in the auto sector where we see a slowdown. So other than that, I think the architectural segment has been doing extremely well.
All right, Mr. Bharuka, good afternoon. Let's also talk about the contribution from premium products. What has that been and what is the outlook in the coming quarters?
So contribution, of course, raw material prices have been going up considerably, and if you look at our result, 500 basis point increase on the raw material cost, and that has been the story, I think, throughout the year. Of late, of course, we have seen some slowdown in the crude oil prices, which is yet to be reflected in the raw material price because derivatives is yet to go down. So we will still need some time for prices to get reflected. Rupee is very volatile. It has depreciated, marginally appreciated in last about a month or so, but it is still volatile. So we'll have to wait and watch. So as of now, still situation is fragile, I would say.
All right, fair enough. What about the margins? Because we're still seeing compression here. What has been the rise in the cost that you've witnessed in the quarter gone by? And do you think that we can largely attribute it to the volatility in crude oil prices?
It's not only volatility. I think crude oil prices have been very high and a lot of anti-dumping duties have been imposed. And China had a lot of environmental issue which resulted into supply issue. So it is not only mainly from a demand side, but more from a supply side, which created the problem for us. And it is reflected in the number. As I mentioned, raw material costs have considerably gone up, which we were not able to pass on in case of industrial fully, whereas in case of decorative, we could pass on the increase, and that is why contribution is maintained for decorative. However, for industrial, it is sharply down because we couldn't get the entire increase.
And how are you overall looking at your pricing strategy mix going forward? Can you leave us with any sort of indication as to where you see your margins and your revenue headed?
Look, margins, we expect that this perhaps is the bottom in this quarter, and next quarter it may improve. As I mentioned, slightly crude oil prices have gone down. However, it will not still reach the peak what we had achieved last year, because we could not pass on every cost increase to our customers. And we also do feel pain of our customers in auto sectors, because if you see their numbers, they are also slowing down. Their profitability is also going down. So it is, I think it's a partnership with our customer, and we do realize that there are times when we cannot pass on every increase. So we will have to live with that, and maybe we will hope that crude oil price also goes down, demand also goes up, and numbers are back to where we were.
You all the best. Thanks so much for taking time out and joining in with a heads up on your quarterly numbers as well as the outlook going forward.